Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are updating my reading journal together and creating spreads for the books I read in October. To be honest, October wasn't my best month in terms of reading, but we'll have a discussion about that. But firstly, I'm just filling out a spread we created together last month. I actually started reading the Stolen Heir Duology way back in September and literally just finished it a couple of days ago, so this series took me quite a while to get through, but I don't think that that's necessarily the book's fault. I did quite enjoy this series, mostly because it felt really nostalgic. The Cruel Prince is one of my favorite series, reading it growing up as a teen, and it was really nice coming back to this world again. I do think that this duology leaned more towards the vibes and not so much the plot. There is a plot, but it's more vibes than plot, I feel. And it was just a lot of walking through the forest with lots of side quests in between, which the puzzles and riddles sprinkled in there were really fun, but it also made me put down the book a lot because once we finished a part of the story, I didn't really feel compelled to keep reading, which is why it took me so long to finish this series, which is fine. It's a nice change of pace. I'm someone who tends to binge read a lot, so it was nice just to take in little chunks of the book at a time. When I'm doing the actual writing of the review, I do like to match the pen colors to what we have going on the spreads, and I will most likely be using like Sarasa clips for writing because I have so many colors of Sarasa clips and I love writing with them. In my voiceovers, I will never contain any spoilers for any of the books, but my written review will be littered with spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, don't read what I'm writing on the page, just turn off that part of your brain and just zone out for a bit. Or if you're interested in the madness that is my written review, feel free to read it. When I write these, it's very spoken English and very broken grammar. I don't really have a system for writing these reviews. I would just write down whatever my brain is saying in a very stream of consciousness format. In the Stolen Heir duology, we follow Oak and Ren, which are characters we got introduced to in the Cruel Prince trilogy, but we are meeting them again. I think it's actually like 8 years after the events of the Cruel Prince, and it's just them going on this quest together, learning about themselves and their powers, and confronting a lot of the things from their childhood. It actually took me quite a while to get into the series, mostly because of that time jump. It felt like you were just a child a few pages ago and now what are you doing? So it felt a little strange, but I eventually got used to it and my brain came to terms with the fact that they are no longer children, and I grew to really love Oak's inner monologue. I also really enjoyed Jude and Carden in this book. That whole family tree is in here. If you missed them, they're here and they haven't changed one bit. I read about Jude and Carden as teens when I was a teen, and now reading about them in their adult years as a new adult myself, it feels really comforting, and it just felt like a warm hug I didn't knew I needed. In between reading the Stolen Heir duology on and off, I finished 2 other books, and one of them I really shouldn't have pushed myself to finishing, but the spreads for these turned out so cute that I shouldn't really be complaining. These are 2 books from the Dream Harbor series, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe and the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Most of the photos I'm using I found on Pinterest. Someone made aesthetic Pinterest boards for these 2 books, and so I got the photos from there. I'll link the Pinterest boards in the description, and if you want this exact sheet I made, I'll post it over on my Patreon, just to the public free section. So I believe you don't need to create an account for that. You can just go over there and grab it, because I can't really put a printable PDF in the YouTube description, so it's easier if I just put it on Patreon. But yeah, these 2 books, oh god, these 2 books, it's October. I was trying to find cozy fall books to read, and I saw these 2 on every single fall book recommendation list, and the covers are just so damn cute and cozy, and so I read them. The books in the Dream Harbor series are small town romances, and each book follows a different couple, and they are all set in this small town Dream Harbor. And you know what? I actually really enjoyed the small town fall setting, and it was definitely cozy. The first book follows our main girl, Jeannie, as she moves into town and takes over her aunt's coffee shop, the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and starts this new chapter of her life. And of course, she meets a cute farmer in town. And if I just turn off my brain and not think too much about it and lean into the whole fall aesthetic, then it was fine, and it's almost like I was watching a rom-com on the TV, and I had fun. I did enjoy it up to like the 75% mark, and then it turned into a smut fest, and I wanted out, I wanted to leave, but the mentality I had at that point was like, I'm so close to finishing the book, and maybe the smut will stop soon, I might as well finish it. So I pushed through, and spoiler alert, it did not stop. It carried on until the very end, and I was just skimming so hard towards the end, and I just could not care, and it kind of left me feeling like so unsatisfied and frustrated because I really enjoyed the beginning and I didn't get any payoff. So what did I do? I continued on to the next book in hopes that it gets better. So I also read The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. The first book hinted at the next couple, and I thought, like, judging from how Hazel, the main girl in the second book, was introduced to us, I thought it would be more tame, and I was so wrong. So very wrong. The smutty scenes started like much sooner than the first book, and I just could not care. So if you like small town cozy setting and don't mind smut, and by that I mean like it feels like half the book is just that, then this series might be for you, but I don't think I'll be reading any of the other books in this series. I was lured in by the cute covers and titles and was met by so much disappointment, and it kind of put me into a reading slump, which you'll see when we go to fill in the reading trackers that I pretty much didn't read at all for the rest of the month. I might not have loved the books, but I really do like how I made this spread and how it turned out. I made these two fold-out sections that I wrote my review in, and it just adds a nice interactive element to the page and makes me feel somewhat better that I read these books. Let's now fill in my reading tracker. Yeah, October wasn't the best reading month, but November is already looking much better. Let's just say that CG Drews came in to save my day. So come back next month to hear about all the books I read in November. One final thing I want to do in this video is filling out this name page. Yes, I still haven't written my name in this book. I tend to struggle with the first page for some reason, whether it's this reading journal, my bullet journal, or any other journal. I just get so stressed out about writing my name, but I'm finally doing it, so I'm just using 4 different colors of Tombos to write out Jammy's library so that it says this book belongs to Jammy's library. I actually didn't love how I wrote library the first time around, so I just covered it with a piece of paper and wrote it again. And it is not the most elaborate thing, but I'm glad I finally got it done and over with. And yeah, thank you so much for spending your time with me today. My reading journal is from Tifa. If you want the same one, you can use code Jam and Butter, or any other journal notebook from Tifa. You can use code Jam and Butter to get 10% off your order, and I will leave a link to this exact notebook in the description. My Patreon and social media accounts and other discount codes will also be in the description as always. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Bye!